So you guys do your. Let's go back to what we were talking about at Grand Slam. You do your pre-tape of being in New York, guys. You get the biker thing, and kind of what happens then.
Yeah. So, but even before that, like we had this thing with Moxley, and Moxley hit the hammer in my hand, and then he said something in the promo that he cut on me. He said, "You guys been here for 5 years and you did nothing. Now I'm gonna give you a gift or a present." And it was basically, I feel like the gift he gave us was relevance again. Yeah. You know, because that's when I started looking at wrestling different. That's when I started looking at wrestling as, let me be real versus a character that always likes to party. And that's when I started like really putting a lot of emotion. And it's not to really think of catchphrase, but think of something that I would really say, something that Isaiah would really say, like, oh no, you guys messed up my hand. Now I'm gonna beat your ass. Instead of saying, oh, you guys broke my hand. Now I'm gonna get shots on your head. You know what I mean? So like, I just
flip fly all over the place.
Exactly.
And the next shots is on me.
Exactly. Something like that. And I just took that aspect of like, I'm going to this real now. This is real. And he really struck a chord by hitting my hand and then saying that line. And it sucks, but it's true. We've been here for 5 years and we really didn't accomplish anything. So that stuck with me. And like I said, I want to, do a whole little makeover. And then we shot that video. And I remember I sent it to Tony. We shot it, mind you, without like expecting anything, just hoping and praying that Tony would say yes. So we shot it, we got it edited, directed it, paid for it, all that stuff. And I sent it to Tony. I was in Puerto Rico with Danny. I sent it to Tony. We was at the club, by the way.
And that's not what he does, though.
Yeah.
Never mind, that's not what he does. He's not always partying.
Yeah, I sent it Saturday night, and days are going. I'm like, he does not like
Wait,
it.
you sent it Saturday at a club. It was Liquid and Courage?
From the club at
yeah,
3 a.m.
Something like that.
It was
little
Liquid
paragraph, and I sent it to him. And days are going by. I'm asking Danny. I'm like, man, he didn't like it, bro. He doesn't like it. We f***ed up. I'm like, man, I was really wanted this idea to work because we put our all into it and we really wanted to change. Then like 2 or 3 days later, he says, text me back, I love it. Let's do it. I'm like, let's go. Let's go. I'm like, let's go. I was so hyped. And then the week after that was the Dynamite anniversary. And then we get a call like, hey, you guys are having a 5-minute match in which you call the Young Bucks. I'm like, oh shit, these are the champions. Oh, yeah. Something is big about to happen.
Something's going on.
Something is big about to happen. And I feel like that all kind of stemmed from the stuff with Moxley, and then the video, the new presentation, it added to it. You know what I mean? And I felt like that ignited our fire, and maybe that ignited his love for us again.
Sure.
And then we had the match with the Bucks, Wrestle Dream, and
I think the crowd.
They wanted to see you win.
Yeah, the crowd made us have a rematch. I feel like if the crowd wasn't there, they wasn't invested us, we probably wouldn't be tag team champions.
Yeah, because there were some other plans that were kind of in the wind, but that that really stuck after that match.
For sure. Like that crowd made us that night.
And I'll say something too, like you're being a little bit hard on yourselves, saying that you've been here for 5 years and haven't done anything. That's not true, because you guys came into this very early on into your careers. Very green, shall we say.
For sure,
Not a lot of experience. So you guys are learning the business while you're on TV.
For sure.
So that's not an easy thing to do. Like, back in my day, you would learn your business on house shows and touring around the world and going to Japan and going to Mexico. And then by the time you're on national TV, I was 6 years in, but working all the time, everywhere around the world. So you guys, you did accomplish a lot, because you got to the point now where now you understand more who you are. You have confidence. You understand the business.
You're right.
So that's a lot that you've done in 5 years.
Yeah,
titles doesn't mean everything.
Oh, for sure. You're definitely right, and I appreciate that. I just came from a sense of like seeing guys, like new guys come in. Like for example, let's say the Acclaimed, and I love the Acclaimed. Yeah. But seeing new guys like the Acclaimed come in and just
eclipsed us.
Right. You know what I mean? And they wasn't the only guys.
The guns.
The guns, and like everybody just eclipsing us, and we've been here.
Swerving our glory.
Yeah, all right, we get it. All right. And then, like we've been here for literally since the start, and like we didn't really have those accomplishments. So then it's like, man, did we really accomplish anything?
Right.
So then you start to wonder, like, man, we need to change. You know what I mean? We need to change. We need to do something, because what we're doing right now isn't working. That's when I refer to like we did nothing in 5 years.
Yeah. What was your, when did you guys find out you're going to be winning the titles?
So for me, I would just say like, we were promised stuff earlier. So I was just like, I believe it when I see it.
Yeah, this is wrestling.
So I think it was the day of when it hit me, because once I came in, they said, "Hey, can you sign this? Sign this. You got new T-shirts, but you can't wait until after the match." And that's when I was just like, I said, "Okay, it's going down," because I was just like, you know what, something's gonna happen.
You never know.
Yeah. So I was just like something, and then that's when I was just like, I think it's really going down today.
Because you had your parents with you.
Oh yeah. So we got told this the week after we was gonna win the belts.
Week after Wrestle Dream.
Yeah, we got the Wrestle Dream. I'm like, man, okay. I don't believe it because anything could change.
That's right. Yeah.
So
that's
we had a
business.
6-man, and then I remember they said cut a promo against the Bucks and say that if we lose, we split up. It's like, okay,
He's gonna Dante me.
This is probably about to happen. And then I said, I'm not gonna believe it until I cut that promo and see the graphic. So I cut the promo. I'm like, okay, we can't go back now. We're not going back. And then when I see the graphic, like, okay, if Private Party loses, we split up. I'm like, okay, now I believe it. That's when I called my mom and said, hey, would you take off of work? I want to fly you guys out because, and I told her a lie. I said, this is gonna be our last match. I didn't want to tell her like, oh, we're gonna win the championships, because I really want her to be surprised. So I said, yeah, this is our last match. I want you to be there to witness it because you witnessed it like all our career. And she's like, okay, of course I'll be there. And then fast forward, we won the belts, and she was super excited.
Did you look at them in the crowd?
Yeah, like, yeah, you told you.
Yeah.
I told you. I told you. Yeah.
I would say, there's a point where I hit him in the head with the bell, and I just remember like, I'm not gonna look at his mom because I already know her reaction, so I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna look this way. And corner of my eye, I just seen her go. Like her face was square.
Which one is Quan?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.